Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has condemned Russia's overnight missile and drone strike on Kyiv, calling it a brutal response to global calls for ceasefire and diplomacy. Russia chooses ballistics instead of the negotiating table, Zelensky said on social media, accusing Russia of ignoring diplomatic opportunities and continuing to kill civilians. He called on countries like China and Hungary to respond and urged new, tough sanctions on Russia. Russia must feel accountable for every strike, for every day of this war, he added. French President Emmanuel Macron has condemned Russia's overnight missile and drone barrage on Kyiv, calling it terror and barbarism. In a post on X, Macron highlighted that 629 missiles and drones struck Ukraine in one night, killing at least 15 people, including 4 children. The attack damaged civilian areas and key buildings, including the European Union delegation and British Council offices. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has expressed outrage following Russia's deadliest drone and missile attack on Kyiv since July, which killed 10 people and injured 38. Von der Leyen said 2 missiles struck just 50 meters from the EU delegation within 20 seconds, describing the incident as a stark reminder of the Kremlin's continued campaign of terror. She expressed relief that no staff were harmed, but emphasized the strike was clearly an attack on the European Union itself. In response, von der Leyen announced that the EU is finalizing its 19th package of sanctions targeting Russia and is moving forward with plans to use frozen Russian assets to aid Ukraine's defense and reconstruction.
This was the deadliest drone and missile attack on the capital since July. And as you can see, we will come forward soon with our 19th package of hard-biting sanctions. And in parallel, we are advancing.
The Kremlin has said it remains interested in peace talks despite a deadly Russian missile strike on Kyiv that killed at least 15 people, including children. Spokesman Dmitry Peskov said both sides continue attacks on military and civilian targets, but stressed Russia's goal of a political solution. He added no ceasefire agreements have been reached yet and called for discreet negotiations. The strike on Kyiv's civilian areas and EU mission has drawn widespread condemnation, raising questions about Moscow's commitment to peace. German Foreign Minister Johann Weidefeld has condemned Russia's latest missile attacks on Kyiv, including a strike on the EU diplomatic mission, saying such aggression cannot remain without consequences. Speaking at a press conference alongside his Estonian counterpart, Weidefeld underscored the need for a unified EU response and reaffirmed unwavering support for Ukraine. He also welcomed US President Donald Trump's diplomatic efforts towards ending the war, but noted they had yet to receive adequate recognition from Russian President Vladimir Putin. Weidefeld suggested the US and European Union may consider tougher sanctions, including secondary sanctions on Russia's partner nations, as part of a forthcoming 19th sanctions package.
Putins Krieg terrorisiert jeden Tag weiter die Ukraine. Es ist entscheidend, dass